Hello everyone, this is my second video regarding chapter Genetics, some basic fundamentals. Chromosomes, carriers of genes. Students, already I have explained in my previous video that all species have a fixed number of chromosomes. These chromosomes carry genes which are heritable factors that control specific characteristics. However, the characteristics of species including physical appearance, body functions, behavior, etc. are not simply the outcome of chromosome number, but these are the result of the units called genes which the chromosomes carry. Students, in front of you there is a picture of cat and lion. And already you know that both of them have same number of chromosomes, that is 38, but they are different from each other in body size, behavior, color, appearance, etc. And all these characteristics of these two animals are due to genes which are located on the chromosomes. Genes and genome. A gene is a segment of DNA on a chromosome that describes how to make a certain protein. Or in another word, genes are the specific parts of a chromosome which determine the hereditary characteristics. It is a basic unit of heredity. Genes are located at a specific locus. This is locus, specific part on the chromosomes. Clear, children? Genes are located at a specific locus on the chromosome. There are nearly 30,000 genes in humans. Genes hold the information to build and maintain cells and pass genetic traits to offspring. Whereas a genome is the full set of genetic information. A genome is the full set of genetic information that an organism carries in its DNA. In other words, a genome is all the DNA in an organism including its genes. A genome is all the DNA in an organism including its genes. DNA is made up of 4 chemicals, that is adenine, cytosine, thymine, guanine, that are repeated millions of times in a genome. The order of these bases is very important as it determines what type of species the organism is. Genes and their alleles. Gene is a functional piece of DNA for a specific trait. Gene is a functional piece of DNA for a specific trait, while alleles are different variations of a gene. The genes are present in all known organisms, while not all the alleles are present in all the organisms. Normally, every gene has 2 alternative forms for a character. Every gene has 2 alternative forms for a character producing different effects. These alternative forms are called the alleles. And these alleles occurring at a specific locus on a chromosome. Each parent donates 1 allele for every gene. Clear, children? If we see homozygous alleles are identical to each other, means similar. Homozygous means similar. So, homozygous alleles are identical to each other. In this you can see both the alleles are same, identical. Both lines are given in yellow color. So homozygous describes 2 alleles that are the same at a specific locus. Locus means position. Clear, children? Locus means position. Now you can see in heterozygous. Heterozygous describes two alleles that are different at a specific locus. You can see both are different to each other. Heterozygous describes two alleles that are different at a specific locus. In homozygous, both alleles are given in yellow color, but in heterozygous alleles, in this one, green one, it is given in black color, and in purple one, it is given in yellow color. So heterozygous alleles are different from each other. Every gene has two alternative forms for a character producing different effects, and these alternative forms are called the alleles. For example, in the character of seed shape, there are two possibilities. Either one seed can be round in shape and another can be wrinkled in shape. Thus, there are two alleles of this gene, one for round and the other for wrinkled. Dominant and recessive alleles. Out of the two alleles of a gene, one is dominant, means super ruling, and the other is recessive, means subordinate or submissive. So out of the two alleles of a gene, one is dominant and the other is recessive. Dominant allele generally determines the superior character, whereas recessive allele determines the inferior character. One important point you always keep in your mind, that the chromosome as a whole can neither be dominant nor recessive. With the help of example, we will try to understand. In front of you there is one slide. In this, it is showing three individuals: individual A, individual B, individual C. In this, blue color is showing allele for blue eyes, and this this allele is recessive, and brown color is showing allele for brown eyes, which is dominant. Brown one is dominant and blue one is recessive. In this you can see individual A, that is heterozygous. Heterozygous dominant with dissimilar pair. Dissimilar pair means one is brown, another one is blue. So individual A is heterozygous dominant with dissimilar pair. Individual B is homozygous dominant, because brown one is present. If brown color is present, then it will be dominant, because brown one is for dominant. Brown is dominant. So in individual A, one brown is there, so it will be dominant, but both the alleles are different, dissimilar. So that wise it is heterozygous dominant with dissimilar pair. But individual B will be homozygous dominant, that has similar pair. Both are brown. So individual B will be homozygous dominant, that has similar pair. And the C one is homozygous recessive, that has also similar pair. Recessive but similar pair. So it is homozygous recessive that has similar pair. Both are blue. So individual C is the only one who will have blue eyes. both recessive alleles are there, and individual A and B will have brown eyes because the alleles for brown eyes is present.